Imagine if every time you bought a cup of coffee, you could give somebody clean drinking water. If every time you booked a client appointment, you were supporting a child to get education. You want to make a bigger difference in the world, or you want to become part of a community that is not just about business and making money, but really about the connection and the impact that we can make in the world together and the amount of smiles that we can make in the world together. I'd love to invite you to check out.
In September,
Yes.
you went to a dinner, and when you told me what you were walking into, I knew that we were going to be walking out with a brand new partner. We didn't even know what it completely was yet, but because of how much it aligns with us. So can you tell me what that dinner was, what we've partnered with, and what we're doing moving forward?
So the publisher of Build Excite Ignite mentioned to me, once she met me and she read my story and we'd worked with each other a couple of times, she's like, oh, I need to tell you about this organization called B1G1. And she kind of explained it to me a little bit. And at first I didn't really understand what it was. And there was so much else going on in my mind because I was publishing a book and we were scaling the business and there was all this other stuff happening that I kind of left it to the side. And then maybe a year and a half later, the founders of B1G1, Masami Sato and Paul Dunn, were in Melbourne. Normally live, I think, Brisbane, between like Queensland and Singapore. She was like, hey, why don't you just come along for a drink? So we head down to St Kilda. You know, she picked me up. We drove like 2 hours to get to this place. I was just expecting it to be a bit of a networking thing, and just jumped into a room with some pretty amazing people. It helped me see that we could be doing more in our own business. We say that one of our top 5 values is impact, and we do what we do because we want to impact more lives and we want to help people grow and scale their businesses so that they can impact their clients. But this really made me sit and think, what else? You know, we're supporting our clients, but how else can we make an impact in the world?
Yeah. And
the penny just dropped. It was really, really beautiful moment where Paul just kind of said to the 15 or so people that were around the room, because again, like he hadn't met a lot of these people in person either. And he just said, look, what's B1G1 allowing you to do? And why did you become a member and all that sort of thing? It kind of did feel like a bit of a 15-on-1 sales call at that point in time. Let's share 15 live case studies to get you to sign up. But no, it wasn't that. It was all about connection.
Yeah.
And all about understanding how this organization has supported other people to create an impact in the world.
So what is B1G1?
So B1G1. So off that, obviously I enrolled. Literally spoke to Linda, the enrollment magic woman, who pretty much said, hey, look, I don't have to have a conversation with you about this. I'm guessing you're in. And it happened. B1G1 is an amazing organization that supports businesses that don't have time to give to projects and services around the world to make a bigger impact. So the whole concept is buy one, give one. And I actually really loved yesterday when we were at John Fawcett at this amazing center that does mobile eye surgery around Indonesia. 400 people a day they see, 15 eye operations a day to remove cataracts, providing glasses for people that honestly believe that they will never see again. Like, it was just so inspiring and so beautiful to watch. Masami actually got up towards the end of the time we were at this place and explained how B1G1 came about, which I think was beautiful. So buy one, give one. Imagine if every time you bought a cup of coffee, you could give somebody clean drinking water. If every time you booked a client appointment, you were supporting a child to get education. You know, every time you ran an event, you could give a small business training to a woman in Kenya to help her support her family because she's lost her husband, or, you know, whatever it is. Like, I think there's over 900 different projects. There's like something, oh no, maybe 900 is a bit of a thing. I think there's over 350 different projects that they've got on this platform that you can play with. So everything from sustainability to life above water, life below water, business. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, somewhere between 300 and 400 worthy causes with multiple projects. That's where that we're still learning the language around what it's. So there's worthy causes that we can support, and they've all got different
projects
different
that you can
things,
choose.
different projects that you can choose to support. And so that
So the
concept
900 projects was
the
probably
900
right.
Somewhere in there. Yeah, absolutely. So the buy one, give one.
Yes.
So the B1G1, people see that and they go, oh, buy one, get one, but it's buy one, give one, which is so beautiful in the way that we can impact the world. And so for us, it was a no-brainer because that's what we're all about, is creating impact and being part of that. And so then aligning different actions within our business to create an impact somewhere. It could be providing a day of water. It could be providing a lens for an eye surgery. It could be providing rescue animals their feed for the day.
Yeah,
It can
and
be all sorts of things.
because it's a group of, like, I think over 950 businesses or something doing it together. You know, one of the things that they were really big on at the conference that we've just been at is it's not about the amount of money you give.
Yes.
But it's not about the amount of impacts that you make, but it's the amount of smiles.
Yeah.
And I think this is why it feels so connected for us as an organisation, because yes, we work with bigger businesses that can afford to give back and support causes like this, but for smaller businesses that want to make a bigger impact but feel they can't, this is actually an amazing solution.
Yeah, it's a really great accessible
thing
for any size business.
And some of the projects are like 1 cent.
That's right.
And that 1 cent goes into a pool that helps create more impact.
Yeah.
So I think this is the beauty of it and why we become a part of this and why we want to spread the word. We've drunk the Kool-Aid. Is that, you know, it's one of those things that you don't think you can do until you're further along.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that I really feel I need to call out certain industries on, like the coaching industry, where business coaches, mentors always talk about making more money and scaling to 10K and scaling to 100K and becoming the $1 million coach and all of that stuff. But what are we actually doing to make a difference?
Yeah.
And what are we showing our clients if all we're doing is helping them get results and not actually showing them how they can make an impact? And I think this is the beautiful thing, like the way we've been able to set it up. You know, every time a client joins, a member comes on board with us, you know, they get to choose an impact. Or, you know, we had 8 amazing people start the journey with us last month, and that allowed us to pay for, I think, 30 or 40 eye surgeries.
Yeah.
You know, my love for bees came in. We ran an event, and everybody that came to that event got to scan a QR code, and they could provide sustainability farming education to farmers.
Beekeepers.
They could support people to learn how to be beekeepers in Kenya, and it was actually really beautiful to meet the guy.
What was the really cool thing about that is that this week
Yes.
we got to meet
the guy that does it. So that was actually pretty cool. So Peter was here from Kenya, and it was quite funny because we were having a chat, and I knew that he had some other projects that he did, but I didn't realize that he actually looked after the beekeeping stuff. So you know, in Kenya, for families that don't have an income coming in, they teach them how to do sustainable beekeeping so that they can create beekeeping businesses for the wax, for the honey, you know, all that sort of stuff. And fingers crossed, I'll be heading over to Kenya next year.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, on a study tour.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think this is for those people that feel like you want to make a bigger difference in the world, but you feel like you're too early in your business journey to make that happen, or you want to become part of a community that is not just about business and making money, but really about the connection and the impact that we can make in the world together and the amount of smiles that we can make in the world together, I'd love to invite you to check out B1G1, and we'll put some information somewhere. Somewhere around this video, there will be a button or a link to click, or please just reach out to us, because all of the people that we talk to with what we do all want to make a bigger impact in the world.
Yeah.
And whether it's every time you run a call, whether it's every time someone buys a program, whether it's every time you have a session with a client, whether it's every time you pay an invoice, you can be making more impact in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's more affordable than you think.
Absolutely. And the point that I love that you just made is that we talk about revenue a lot. But with us within Level Up, we always talk about what does the revenue mean for you.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the dollars, and some people are like, oh, I'm not about making money. And we bring that mindset in of it is about making the money because it's about what you want to do with that income, what you want to do with that revenue. What does that mean for you and your family? What does that mean for the dreams that you have?
Yeah.
And how amazing is this that it allows you to, based on your revenue actions or your business actions, to increase that impact into the ripple effect around the world. Like they were talking about all week, how one impact for us looks like one impact, but it actually translates to so much more.
So much more.
Within the community of those that are smiling those smiles.
And I think what really hit for me at the conference was just all the stuff that we take for granted.
Yeah.
So, you know, the fact that we could just walk out of that room, go to the bathroom and turn on a tap, but then we were watching projects in Africa where collecting water was like a life-risking ordeal.
Life-threatening.
Could be a life-threatening ordeal. And to see communities that B1G1 had contributed to getting a tap and a pump in their village so that they could just turn the handle and get access to water was just so beautiful.
Yeah.
To hear, you know, to go back to the John Fawcett Foundation, to hear that a lot of people in Indonesia, when they start to lose their sight, as they get older, they just accept that it's gone.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that
there are solutions.
There are options.
Yeah.
You know, whereas for us, we just nick around to the optometrist and
ask
do
what's
an eye
going
test
on.
and get some glasses. And even the woman standing next to me when we were there was like, wow, I've got like 7 pairs of glasses that are all different brands and I keep losing them and stuff. And these people are being handed one pair of glasses and it completely changes their life. So, you know, yes, we want to impact our clients, but I think this just takes impact and compassion and love to an entirely different level.
Yeah, and it just builds another layer to the community where we put on an event and we say, hey, everyone, we're going to give to this worthy cause on your behalf. Pick one.
Yeah.
And we all get to just come together
it's such a better,
part
it's
of something
such
bigger.
a better way to reward people instead of going, hey, look, here's a certificate, or hey, look, here's a box of chocolates, or, you know, whatever it is. Like, hey, look, you've just helped 10 children learn digital skills in Aboriginal communities.
Yeah.
You know, I actually messaged a guy yesterday to go, hey, look, just, you know, he thanked me for signing up and how much he's loving the program. And I was like, oh, and by the way, I don't know if you saw the post, but you also got to, because you jumped in with us, you also got to give 2 eye surgeries to people that have cataracts. And he was actually more excited about that than he was about growing his own business.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's not just in coaching. I mean, like we talked to, you know, Linda, who's going to be on one of our episodes, was chatting about how, you know, every time one of her clients goes to the bathroom in her wellness center, that she has a QR code so people can scan and they can provide an impact while they're on the toilet. So, you know, like there are so many funny ways, so many awesome ways that you can play with this that will be humorous and will entertain, but will also help you create some serious impact in the world and see where it goes.
Yeah.
So
we love it. We're very excited, and find out more if you are interested in being part of it.
Yeah. To find out more, I think it's something that you need to choose for yourself.
Absolutely.
But it's something that is so powerful, and we'd love you to come along for the ride with us. We'd love you to create more smiles.
Yeah.
So check out the link, and hopefully we'll see you at the next conference.